You know, there's always that perception of a person with disability being a person who has so much sadness, lack of fun, and of course, you know, much of the time, whenever people, because I'm a very I love fun, I love being around people. That's what I totally love. And whenever I'm around them, and people see me, because I use a white cane, because I can't be telling people, you know, I can see that, well, explaining each and every time I said I can't tolerate that anymore. So they keep on wondering, like, Chela, you're not. My name is Chelagat Career. I come from the great country of Singisho, and I'm a full-time student currently. I'm finishing on my master's in development communication at Daystar University. In as much as I'm very social, sometimes I just want my space. I don't want so much interactions with people. Just want to stay on my own. My life has been fascinating, because I've seen so many changes. Because even whenever, like the time I was in school, I kept on changing from school to school. For instance, my primary, I was in Eldoret. Then my high school, I went to Nakuru. And here I am in Nairobi. I did my bachelor's degree in Nairobi, and I'm still in Nairobi. And the kind of people that I've met, they've been, they like, in a way, they changed my mindset, because many a times when I go to back home, I don't know, there's always that kind of thing that I always feel like I should bring some bit of what I've seen elsewhere to where I am, because I'm from the village. Yeah, you know, before I started losing my sight, there was a bit of mishaps, because I remember I was still staying with my dad, because my dad was still at work. I wasn't seeing things as I used to, especially at night, and I used to waddle into water a lot, especially whenever it rained. That's the time I could just, like, you know, the way you're walking, you're supposed to not step on water, but interestingly, I'll just walk over it. 2015, the time I started having a lot of glare, and I used to have very bad headaches, and sleeping was a problem, and reading small fonts was becoming a problem, and what else? And seeing at night, I think movement at night became a bit troublesome to me at that moment. At first, I didn't really get what I was suffering from, because I was told short-sightedness and all that, and then after some time you're given the spectacles. Is not changing anything. You hop from one doctor to another, till the time the doctor told me what you're suffering from is retinitis pigmentosa, because I think many ophthalmologists missed out on that. And the time they told me, Chelagat, you have retinitis pigmentosa. This is the kind of life that you're going to go through. You're going to lose much of your sight, and much of your sight as you adjust. At the same time, at the end of it, you lose your sight. But it will depend. I'm still losing my sight. Okay. Yeah, it's just something gradual. You know what's interesting is that whenever the time I went to Kikuyu Eye Hospital, so you're so many the time you're starting, but at the end of it, I was left alone. So I was wondering, why is it that people, they've already been given their prescription, the drugs and everything, but me, I'm told I'm supposed to see the head surgeon, who even didn't want even to talk to me. He just told me, I'll just send you to a psychologist, low vision psychologist. She's the one to handle you. So I'm just like, okay. I was coming for an ophthalmologist, but why I'm being sent to a low vision psychologist. But I just love the way the news was broken to me, because even going to the psychologist, she took me through, she wanted to know what I'm doing, the kind of career that I'm doing, the kind of family that I am in, and what I love, and that's how now she broke the news to me. At first, it wasn't really easy, because one thing that really affected me is movement. Because now that my sight is constricted because of advanced tunnel vision, in that I can only see like this. I've ever seen the way you see through a pipe. That's even how, if at all if I'm seeing somebody, I'll be able to see the face and a bit of the eyes, or if I look at the eyes just like a bit like this, I won't see much, so I won't see anything. And I got hurt a lot, and that prevented me having good social life. And then I started being a loner. My mental health deteriorated more, insomnia, and trying to understand okay, what's next, what can I do, how will I be able to go to work, how will I be able to finish my school, how will my family cater for me, and how will I, it's just generally just total confusion. I think I've already accepted my state. I went through psychotherapy sessions, and I believe I'm okay now. Of course, I still like sometimes I always feel like, oh no, it's a bit tough, especially whenever that I need to move from one place to another, because I'm thinking, okay, is that place accessible? If at all, if I don't have a guide, and you know, like relying on a guide much of the time, you don't know their schedules. Yeah. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? But at least now I've known, if at all I'm going there, I always make a call. If I'm stranded, they always know Chelagat is coming, and if at all I need help, they'll always be there for me to receive me and just guide me. You know, there's another lady who told me, you know, Chelagat, I've been seeing you around here many times, but I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know. Maybe she felt like if at all she's going to raise a conversation with me, maybe I'll feel bad about it. But interestingly, I don't mind, because we can just have an amazing conversation about anything, politics, economics. But I don't know why always people feel like whenever you have a disability or something of the sort, they want to like talk about your disability each and every time. Yeah, which anyway, I don't want her to base much of our engagements on my disability or something, unless I'm the one initiating it, or I want something to be for the people to be aware of, or she's asking like clarification about something, which I'll be good to answer. Oh God, I think one of the things that has made me to pick up my pieces is just having an amazing support system, especially from my family. Because you know, sometimes I just sit down and just wonder, how is it that they've never felt like I'm a burden, or they need to fix me, or something of the sort, like they took up, and Chela became their own investment. Yeah, just like make Chela a better person. Chela, you need to go for hospital clinics. Chela, you need to go for psychotherapy. Chela, rehabilitation. If at all you need to go back to school, which they're still supporting me till now. And even the movement, if at all you need to go to school, they always pay for my cab. Like, I'm just amazed how they're able just to make me comfortable and just always be a jolly girl. I think I have an amazing attitude. That's one thing that I'm always proud of. Yeah, and just my family being a very closely knitted family, and just always ready to support their own. Yeah.
Any last words?
You can just live your own life the way you want, and you can still have fun regardless of your disability. If you're a woman, you don't feel like you're less of a woman, you can still do what. If you want to travel, travel. If you want to go to school, go to school. Whatever you want. If you want to do content, you can still do. Yeah, you're not like because of your own disability or because you're visually impaired, it's like, oh God, my life it's gone like that. You can still pick up your pieces and just do amazing work in this world and just bring change to the world.